Welcome to Morning Market Report. I'm Digvijay. Today is 11th March and as of 8:30 a.m., GIFT Nifty is indicating a 81 points gap down opening. And the reason why there is a gap down opening is because of the global cues, especially the US market. So yesterday, US market fell by 770 points. The major index of US, which is Nasdaq 100, fell by 3.81%. Similarly, you can see the same kind of trend in S&P 500, Dow Jones Industrial Average. So US market is extremely bearish, and that's the reason why GIFT Nifty is indicating a gap down opening. Not just the US market, even if we talk about the Japan market, which is Nikkei 225, is indicating it fell by 1.7%. Similarly, the South Korean market Kospi index again fell. So the global cues is extremely bearish, and even though GIFT Nifty is not indicating that big of a gap down, there is a very high probability that after Nifty opens a little bit gap down, let's say 80, 90 points, we can expect a sharp sell from there. And even if not, then maybe a little bit of consolidation and then a sharp sell. So in terms of the support and resistance, let me do it in Nifty 50 chart. There is no as such resistance here because market will open gap down. However, the very strong support can be seen at 22,000. So 22,000 is a very strong support, and before that, I don't really see any strong support. And even trend line is not holding. You cannot draw any trend line that that will act as a support. This market already going to open below these trend lines. There is a possibility if market opens here, it might come up, take resistance, from this trend line and then again fell. That's possible. However, I don't really see as such very strong support. So if we look at the open interest, this is exactly what open interest is suggesting. You can see that the red candles are not that strong in comparison to the red tank candles are very strong in comparison to the green candle. For example, here 20 to 500, then 600, 700. So there's a lot of resistance, and this is of as of yesterday. Today, when market open, you can see a lot of new position will be open and cut. So you will see these red candles going, up even more, and these green candles are going to come down. But just on the basis of this, as of now, the very strong support is seen as 22,000. Big people, they already have money, and even yesterday before our market close, the Nasdaq 100 future was indicating almost 1% gap down opening for Nasdaq 100 indices. So that's one thing, and this shows that 22,000 is a very strong support, and before that all the other numbers and round numbers doesn't really hold that strong. So that was it. And FIA DIA data. So FIA did net sold for 485 crore, but on the same time DIA net bought for even less than what FIA have net sold. So this data is not really significant, even though this number is small, 485 crore in comparison to all the other previous days. But still, DIA didn't really bought much, net bought much. So the data doesn't really matter as such. So overall global cues and what GIFT Nifty is indicating is going to be gap down opening, and then the market might shoot down from there. The next big resistance, which I've already shared in previous videos, and this will act as a very strong turnaround point, and there's a possibility that the aftermarket touch this trend line, there's going to be turnaround from here. As you know, our market has been falling from last, I believe, September and October, yes, from October. So it doesn't really matter if global cues are negative or not. Our market is not going to follow it, because as they were positive, our market was negative. So now when they are negative, there is a possibility that it will not follow. It will follow like a little bit, but not too much. So when market comes here to this trend line, how much is it? It's like 4%, right? So when market, when the price closes somewhere around here, then there's a possibility that it's going to be turned around from here. So let's see how today's stock market performs, whether it's going to be a sharp fall, and if so, then how much Nifty will fall. That would be interesting to see.